Okay, guys, I have one more. My little one made you guys, he likes to draw things for you guys. He's calling this the 4 pages of hypnosis. He says, show them the star. Okay. Oh, this is so interesting. He says, draw your inner self in the box. Wow, you guys. Draw your inner self in the box. On the second page, he says, draw what you feel in the heart. Okay. I love this. Then he says, draw your peaceful place in the box, the place that you love. I love when he gives you guys activities. The fourth one says, draw what you think is fire, water, earth, and wind in the box. And then back here, he says the end. Okay. Do you see how he's channeling? My little one channels. And they both do, actually. And he is showing us to look at so many things, right? The star, our inner self, how we feel, what is our peaceful place, and what we feel or think fire, water, earth, and wind are. Sounds like he's making us go deep, you guys. I am gonna do, what do you guys want? Hold on, he wants to tell you something. 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a couple of cards on the message from my little one that he's wanting us to work on. He wants me to do it later too, guys. So he wants us to draw our inner self, okay? Draw what we feel in our heart. Draw our peaceful place and draw what we feel fire, water, earth, and wind are. So I'm asking my team, my spirit guides, who's leading this message of what our little one wants us to work on. Ooh. Okay. White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Of course. It says, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Wow. You guys. Also, they're telling me to pull this one. I know. The Miriam. Yes. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. This is beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. Okay. And I have 2 more. Hang on. 3 more. Hold on. From here or the other one? From this one? Okay. They're bringing this up again. Someone is dealing with this. Someone is harboring jealousy, insecurity, fear of loss, comparison. So this little healing activity that my little one has us working on is going to help with this, whoever's feeling this, okay? What do you want to say about that? You see how he's saying go within, write down how you feel on the inside. Look closely. It's within you. It's beautiful. Do you want this one or this one? Anger, arguments, conflict. Yep. What else? Yep. Spiritual awakening, intuition. So this activity that he's given us to do is going to help resolve some real inner conflict, is what I'm getting from that, and help us to grow. Which one else did you want me to grab, angels? The unicorns? Okay. Which one? Right now? Okay. Okay. The I am presence. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. And remember from my previous videos, unicorn energy is very connected to dragon energy, by the way, and pure plasma light source. Very powerful, okay? So the I am presence, okay? Switch on your inner light. Bring forward your gifts. Magical crystal cave, okay? I'll try to hold this where you guys can see it. I'm going to put this, I'm going to pull it together. So hold on, left or right. Oneness. Look for the common humanity. Invoke Lemurian light. Wow, you guys. I said this in the previous video about not mocking each other and making fun of each other and realizing that that comes from a place of insecurity, because we are one. We are one, and this is connected to Lemuria. We are the children of Mu, of Earth, of original. We are like her. We are her children. So attacking each other is self-harm. We should not do this. And I love that this is the message that's coming through this activity that my son gave us. So I'm also feeling that as we listen to our ancestors, okay, and I've actually had interactions with White Eagle, and it's incredible. A lot of times when I'm on sacred native ground, and I am part Choctaw Nation from my mother's side of the family, I will get visions with him, and it's incredible. He shows me how to channel through water, okay, so like through the portal of water, and it's been incredible to work with him. The Miriam, the Mer, the water priestesses, guys, okay, the Mer people. So there's something about the water and the plasma, okay, coming through this, and how this is purging these negative emotions. And we need to be honest with ourselves. We need to see ourselves honestly. The mirror, okay? One of the reasons I was named Miranda is what my guides told me is for mirror, okay? Mirror of the light, the mirror. When we do mirror work, that's sacred scrying, that's sacred looking within and seeing our stuff and dealing with it, okay? What I'm getting from this is the spiritual gift that you are to humanity is going to come forth as you deal with these negative emotions. And I've seen this in my own life when I've worked through my stuff, when I have challenges in my own being and in my own self. As I come through it and I work through those negative emotions and those heavier frequencies, always my guides will bring in a new level of awareness and new giftings. And that's responsible and wisdom. Why would they give someone all this power when they can't yet deal with their trauma? Okay. Mary Magdalene, as I'm saying that, 722. So, think about it. It's only wise for us to not have all of our power and all of our abilities in full throttle until we've dealt with the negativity going on within us. Okay. That's wisdom. Hold on. My little one's trying to tell me something for you guys. 1 second. He's picking 3 cards for you guys. Hold on. He's saying he needs to pick 3 for you guys. I don't put him on camera because my husband and I don't like our kids on social media. So when they're older. He's picking 5 cards for you guys. Okay, we're going to read them. They appreciate this message, little one. Okay, give them to mama. Okay. Ooh, guys. Commander Ashtar. That came up last night. Okay, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Okay, we're doing it. They're calling us out. Okay, I've only looked this one up a few times, so I don't know a whole lot about him. I don't even know how to say his name. Hilarion, divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat and recharge. Do you have something to say about him? 1 second, let me pause it, you guys. He's telling me it is pronounced Hilarion. And I love the green light. Okay, Archangel Michael. He is 100% a family guide for us. Trusting heaven. Yeah. You are safe. Angels are close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And I feel like, oh my gosh, you guys, these are so good. Okay. He picked some awesome cards. A lot of family cards I'm noticing that he just picked. Of people and beings that I'm personally connected to. And my whole family is. So what I'm feeling from Michael is that if you let yourself grow, and this is for all of us, me included, if we'll let ourselves face our shadows and the fears we have and whatever we're dealing with, comparing ourselves. See, one of them was this one, fear of loss and comparison. We are not to compare ourselves with each other. We're all on different journeys, okay? If we can get there, miracles are going to occur. And Michael's teaching us. Beautiful Michael. Okay. This is a very special guide for me. Very connected to my grandmother, Lord Ganesh. Infinite abundance. So see, this is directly connected to prosperity in lots of ways, not just money, but like true living in abundance. Abundance being in all things, okay? Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Look how beautiful, you guys. I love Ganesh. Lord Shiva, transcendence. Oh my God, the dream I had you guys last night. This is reminding me of the dream. So this says, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe, okay? You see this? Look how beautiful. Lord Shiva, you have 3 more? Okay, can I say this message first? Okay. So last night, oh my gosh, you guys, I dreamed. I mean, it wasn't even a dream. It was like astral traveling. It was kind of like astral traveling. I was in so many places. I don't know if any of you guys felt this last night. I visited so many places. And then at the end of it, I was looking at the many versions of me, and it was a lot, you guys. It was like like face after face after face after face after face, a pharaoh, a slave, a modern being, an ancient being. I mean, it was like boom, 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 boom. Like I was seeing all the versions of self. And then all of a sudden, God like zoomed me in on the eye on the forehead of this being. And then he said, or someone said through me, I am the eyes of God. I am the eye of God. I am the eye of God. And I was like, whoa. And it was so much like, whoa, like humming and frequency. And when I've had those kind of activations, that's major timeline jumping, not just for me, but for the collective. When I see those things, a lot of times when I get those big ones like that, it's like pyramid activations. I'll see inner earth stuff. This though was like bright, very bright light. Even as I saw the versions of myself, it was all bright, even though they were all in different timelines and doing different things. It was a lot. And Shiva reminded me of this. I'm going to research him a little bit more. I've read about this before, but I feel like I need more on this, you know. But it says steps are being given, dance with the universe. And I definitely felt like I was dancing with the universe last night. And I do think it has to do with all these craft coming in and everything with the sun. And yeah. What do you want to say about this? Okay, so what about it? There's duality here, okay. The craft that are interacting with humanity right now there's duality, but that's good, that's not bad. They're saying there's light and dark in everything, remember? So some are going to go into their shadow side with these things because it's going to freak them out, right? Some are going to go into their light side because they're more ready, and that's okay. What else do you want to say about that? That's enough for now. He said, hold on, my son has 3 more. Oh, okay, he's got us 3 more cards. Mary Magdalene, of course. Teacher awakens, okay? You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. And I feel this strongly for all of you guys because I've always known in my work, in my spiritual work, that God brings me the other healers and teachers, and I'm an activation for other teachers. Does that make sense? Just like I've had activations from other teachers from me, right? I do the same for others. So I feel like those of you who see this message, your teacher is awakening, okay? Your inner teacher. Master Buddha. Increased awareness. I love Buddha. I have a beautiful golden Buddha, like of him meditating, like on my prayer stand at the spa. It says, trust your inner voice, deep connection. And Odin, psychic insight, your third eye. What did I just tell you guys? It was like, I am the eye of God, and everything's vibrating, and there's all this like tonal stuff going on, like this. And while I'm seeing all these versions of myself, your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. 1414, as I said that. Look how beautiful these are. I love these. I love the artist that does these. Hold on. He's got one more message for you guys. 1 second. Okay, I'm going to keep going. He pulled another card for you guys. This one's from the Unicorn deck. I want to look 2 of these up for you guys. So the one he pulled just now is Mahatma Energy. Build your light body. Accelerate your ascension, number 29. Okay. So I want to read that one to you. And I also want to read the Hilarion because I've only done a little bit of reading on him and I don't want to leave something important out that may need to be there for you guys. Okay. So 1 second. On the Mahatma, It says, in the golden era of Atlantis, many great beings contributed towards a special pool of light. It formed a high-frequency golden white group consciousness known as the Mahatma energy. Unicorns added their light to it, as did the Buddha, the Christ, and the 12 rays, and many others. The Mahatma energy accelerates your ascension 1,000-fold. When you choose this card, your unicorn is inviting you to call the Mahatma energy in through your 12 chakras to activate them to their highest potential. I'm getting like 12 stargates. Global is what I'm feeling from that. Not just you and your body. Global. Okay. Ask it to flow through your energy systems to break up and clear old patterns that no longer serve your growth, and to keep the glands that govern your health and spiritual well-being strong and active. Also send it to others to help their health and their ascension. Remember, as we each do our own spiritual work to activate these stargates within us, the whole collective is going to benefit. This is also why I feel strongly why Mary Magdalene was upset about people picking on each other and targeting each other and making fun. We are one. We have got to come together as one. And ascended beings should know this, right? So we really need to do the work. We've got to do the inner work, okay? When the Mahatma energy flows through you, it forms a pool of high-frequency light in the earth below your feet. Your unicorn is asking you to offer it to Lady Gaia to help the planet to ascend. Your guidance is to invoke your unicorn and ask it to hold you in the highest possible light. Then invoke the Mahatma energy to build your crystalline light body and prepare yourself for the new golden age. Guys, this is beautiful. Be aware of your unicorn holding light for you. Invoke the Mahatma energy. That's beautiful. I'm glad I read it because, yeah, I wouldn't have known all of that. Let's see. Guys, there's one more I want to read you. Where is it, Jesus? Okay, here. Hilarion. Hilarion is a spiritual master who lived in the Middle East during the 4th century. At the age of 15, he felt the call to go to the retreat of St. Anthony in the Egyptian desert. This was busy with people needing healing. So after a while, he went back home with some monks. During that time, his parents passed away, and it is said that he was so devoted to service that he gave all of their estate to his brothers and the poor. For the rest of his life, he lived as a hermit in a cave and was said to perform miracles with his prayers and touch. To this day, he is dedicated to healing, but he also helps people, spiritual people who feel overly sensitive, to overcome their challenges and integrate with the normal world. That totally resonates with this message of being able to look at ourselves, okay? And these feelings of comparing with others and jealousy. And you see how the anger, arguments, conflict, you see there's kind of the shadow, the light and the dark, right? Two sides. We need resolution. Resolution first comes within us before we see it in our collective, okay? So remember that. The two wolves is what I'm hearing. The two wolves that battle within. The one that grows is the one you feed, okay? Remember that. Especially my sensitive beings, okay? Especially. When the world attacks you with their words, just recognize they're unawakened and move through it. Don't let that hold you up, okay? The world can seem overwhelming to you, yes. And it's okay to retreat to a safe space every now and then to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to serve others or share your healing with them, but please ensure that you are filled up with light. Yes, 100%. Love and energy first, so that you're not sacrificing your own development for others. You are surrounded by the healing light of Hilarion and the healing angels at this time, so that you can recharge and feel whole. I'm also hearing Father Silos, so there's something about, he's a local saint that has not been sainted in the church, so people may not have heard of him, and I don't care if the church ever saints him or not. I feel like that's ridiculous. That people even think they have to wait for a church to proclaim a saint of God. Really? Okay. Anyway, but this man is very well known for his miracles. He passed, I think, in the 1800s, and he's local. He wasn't from New Orleans. I believe he was from Germany, but there's a monastery here dedicated to him. A lot of people pray for him with miracles and healing and get it. Okay. So someone here needs healing from these inner wounds, but also I'm hearing physical healing. So please ask Hilarion, okay? This man lived and worked the life of a saint, okay? And Commander Ashtar, I'm hearing, is going to help you too, okay? And Father Silos, I'm hearing Father Silos. So right now, that's also telling me, you guys, that there is really this universal message of us realizing that we can call upon the saints of many different belief systems, okay? You see how there's a fusion of things going on here, of them showing you many belief systems. Odin, Mary Magdalene, Lord Ganesh, you know, Lord Shiva. You see how we're being encouraged to be more universal. 2020, as I said that, 100%. There's your confirmation. We are being encouraged to recognize the healers and the saints and the prophets of many belief systems, all having the same mission: to awaken, guide, and heal humanity. Oneness, okay? This is the mission of plasma light. This is the mission of the caves and the crystals and the I Am presence, is to become one. And it's not because we have to all be the same. That's a misguided concept, right? We're not going to all be the same. That's not, if that was the case, that wouldn't even be hard, right? If we were all just robots, it would be easy to be one. No, if this is a mastery school, or if we're in this for the mastery of our soul, okay, to grow and ascend, then there has to be some challenge here. And the challenge is that we're all different, but can we love each other anyway? There is the magic, okay? And that's what I'm hearing about this. So, you know, yeah, I feel the fact that there was such a fusion and my little one pulled most of these cards. So the innocence of a child, you guys, he was just so happy and joyful. The fact that there's so much universal in this message, I think that's the most relevant part, is that start seeing the wisdom in others too, okay? Like other cultures, other belief systems, other concepts. And if we can do that with each other as humans, then we'll also be able to begin to do this with interdimensionals and extraterrestrials. Some of us have been channeling these beings for years. I have been channeling extraterrestrials and interdimensionals for years. But for people who are new to awakening, this could be like a really hard concept, right? But if you can start with a baby step of understanding a saint from another religion, okay? That's a step of understanding that there is wisdom and love and healing available to all people through many channels and many different teachings. When you can understand that concept, you can begin to understand that we can also be taught by and assisted by interdimensionals and extraterrestrials. Of course, with discernment, like anything, because we want to only receive what is for us from God. Okay, but again, that goes back to looking in, like it said, looking inside the mirror of ourself and all that inner growth that develops your discernment, okay? But that's just going to require that we be willing to see ourselves, okay? But as we do, the message here to me is that we're going to really see miracles. We're going to start having relief, and we're going to start really seeing progress in our own personal lives and also in the collective, okay? So I just want to remind you guys of what my little one said to do when he drew this little packet for you guys. Feels like he's encouraging a little bit of self-hypnosis, so meditation, right? The 4 pages of hypnosis. First the star, right? Then draw your inner self in a box. Draw what you feel in your heart, inside of a heart. Draw your peaceful place in the box, and draw what you think fire, water, earth, and wind are. That's also implying that they are not what we think they are. 333, as I said that. So feel like he's given us something special in this message. And then over here is the end, okay? How cute is that? So, all right, that's that. I love you guys. Have a great day.